Katie Maloney was on the Nick Viall podcast this week, and she gave her opinion about Lisa Vanderpump telling Allie to go back to James Kennedy following his DV arrest. Before I play you that clip, earlier this week, Allie was on the Viall Files podcast, and that's where we first learned that LVP had called Allie just a couple months after the DV incident with James Kennedy, only to tell Allie that she should consider going back to James and potentially even go on tour with him DJing, even though Allie said James is canceled right now.
Listen to Allie Luber's episode on Going Deeper is out now, and boy, it is a doozy. Did you ladies get a chance to hear some of her commentary on that episode?
I saw a clip and then I read a transcript. I mean, it was a lot, so I got the bulk of it mostly, but there was a lot of.
I mean, the jaw-dropping moment for me was her Lisa Vanderpump phone call.
I guess so, but also like not surprising, like it is shocking because it's like, wow, like she really said that, but also like I fully believe that.
No, I fully believe it too, but like I definitely see what you're saying, Katie. Like it's shockingly not shocking, but like when you hear her tell that story, first she's like she got a call 2 months later, so it's like you're not calling out of consideration, even though you're pretending to give a shit. Like you clearly have a motive for your call, and to find out that motive was to first blame Allie as part of James's actions and making her feel like her drinking was part of the reason why James was drinking, and then try to convince her to get back together with the guy, given everything that's out there, is just nuts. Wild behavior.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when Tom and I were divorcing, like she made me feel like I wasn't justified or valid in my reasons or anything like that. And then also, kind of made it about her because she's like, I wrote those vows. And I'm like, okay. It's like the constantly wanting to be acknowledged for the generous things that she's done in life, but like often and unwavering. It's difficult because it's like that. No one's ungrateful.
And the conversation about Lisa Vanderpump doesn't just stop at Allie Luber. Katie also talks about how Lisa isn't very supportive of the women. For example, not reaching out to Katie or Ariana anytime since their sandwich shop Something About Her has opened.
Has Lisa ever thanked you or the cast for like pouring your hearts out and like sharing your lives for her benefit?
I mean, I feel like we see on the reunion, she's been like, these guys give it their all, but it's still like we should be just great. It's like just always grateful for the opportunity more so than what we brought to it. That's the vibe I get. I'm not saying that's exactly what she said, but that's definitely the vibe I've always gotten. I've like since Ariana and I opened up Something About Her, I haven't heard a peep.
That's
from her.
crazy.
No, like congrats, no nothing. And I wasn't expecting it, and I didn't need it, but like yeah. Wow. So when she wanted to be upset, I also saw that she was upset that certain people didn't reach out when the news of the show came out. I was like, I didn't hear from you either. I know that you were asking Alex Baskin what all of us were thinking and saying on our phone calls with him, but like she didn't want to pick up the phone.
Of course, as Vanderpump Rules